He's here, Elijah God is here with us today. He's here to will and do whatever we say. Behold, the bride of Christ.
I said, Brother Best, I only tell what's truth. And if I'm truthful, God's obligated to back up the truth. I said, if he won't back up the truth, then he isn't God. And I said, I do not heal people. I was born with a gift to see things, see it happen. I said, I know I'm misunderstood, but I can do no more than fulfill the conviction of my heart. I said, I believe that Jesus Christ raised from the dead. And if the Spirit that comes and shows visions and so forth, if that's questioned, drop around and find out. I said, that's all. But I said, but for myself, I can do nothing of my own self. And I said, if I tell the truth, God's obligated to me to witness that it is the truth. And about that time, something went, whoosh, here he comes, coming right down. And the American Photographer Association, the Douglas Studios in Houston, Texas, having the big camera set there, they're forbidden to take pictures, shot the picture. When they was there to take pictures of Mr. Best, and he said, before I went down there, he said, wait a minute, I've got 6 glossies coming here. He said, here, shoot my picture now. And he put his finger in that old saintly man's nose like that, said, now take my picture. And they did. Then he drawed his fist and put it up and said, now take my picture. And they took it like that. Then he had done like that to pose for his picture. He said, you'll see this in my magazine, like that. Brother Bosworth stood there and never said a thing. Then they just took the picture of this on the road home that night. Catholic boy took it. He said to this other boy, he said, what do you think about that? He said, I know I criticized him. That garter left that woman's throat. I said he hypnotized her. Said, I could have been wrong on that. Said, what do you think about that picture? I don't know. They put it in the asset. Here's his picture. You can ask him if you want to. They went home. He sat there and smoked a cigarette. Went in and pulled out one of Brother Bosworth. It was negative. Pulled out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And every one of them was blank. God would not permit the picture of his sainted old man standing there with that hypocrite with his fist shaking under his nose like that. He wouldn't permit it. They pulled out the next one, and here it was. The man had a heart attack. They sent that night, and they sent this negative to Washington, D.C. It was copyrighted, sent back, and George J. Lacey, the head of the FBI and fingerprinting document and so forth, one of the greatest there is in the whole world, was brought there and kept 2 days on it to test camera, lights, everything else. And when we come that afternoon, he said, Reverend Branham, I've been a critic of yours too. He said, I said it was psychology. Somebody said they seen them lights and things like that. And said, you know, the old hypocrite used to say that, he meant the unbeliever, them pictures around, a halo around Christ, around the saints. He said that was just simply psychology. But said, Reverend Branham, the mechanical eye of this camera won't take psychology. The light struck the lens, or struck the negative. And there it was. And he said, I submitted over to them. He said, oh, mister, do you know what that's worth? And I said, not to me, brother, not to me. And so he said, of course, it'll never come into effect while you're living, but someday if civilization moves on and Christianity remains, there'll be something happen about this.
He's here, Elijah God is here with us today. He's here to will and do whatever we say. Behold, the bride of Christ in full array. He's here, Elijah God is here. She walks in steps with the reveal of the hour. She talks and the demon flee before her very power. Behold, the bridegroom and his bride unite. He's here, Elijah God is here. She walks in steps with the reveal of the hour. She talks and the demon flee before her very power. Behold, the bridegroom unite with his bride. He's here.